friends. I was hoping that you would play the bug game today with me. It's called Bugs in the Garden, and it's a game where we read this book together, and then we pretend to be the bugs that we're reading about. So, I'm going to start by reading the pages, and you listen to me read it, and then we will act out the bugs together. Here's the first page. Hello, welcome to my garden. I was just about to go out and search for some bugs. Want to come with me? Let's see how many bugs we can find together. All right, we're going to find some of these bugs. These are the bugs that it's showing us. It says, can you find these bugs? Follow the directions to move your body, just like the bugs that we find. I'm going to start with the grasshopper. She says, these sneaky little grasshoppers are hard to see. Can you find 4 of them hiding in the grass? Do you see them hiding? They're green just like the grass is, so it's hard to see them. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 grasshoppers hiding in the grass. She says, let's move our bodies like grasshoppers. How does a grasshopper move their body? They start by squatting down and then jumping in the air. Their legs bend, so you bend your knees all the way down and then jump up like a grasshopper. I'm going to do 10 grasshopper jumps. Will you jump with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, that was a lot of jumping. All right, we found the grasshoppers. Let's find the next bug. The bugs that we can find are ants, bees, caterpillars, roly-polies, butterflies, spiders, or worms. I can't ask you which one you want to pick right now. Oops, I accidentally turned off the screen. I can't ask you which one you want to pick because this is a video instead of me calling you. But I will pick, I think we could do spiders. All right, she says, do you see what I see? This little spider built a web between 2 trees. He'll use his web to catch food. Can you walk like a spider? Walk across the room and back, like you're walking on your web. Do you know how a spider walks? They put their feet and their hands. Well, they have 8 arms, but we only have 2 arms and 2 legs, so we'll just pretend. And then push your bottom up off the ground and walk like you're walking on your web. I'm walking across my web. I'm going to go see what just touched my web. Oh, it's a fly. I got him. All right, I'm going to walk this way back across my web to see what's over here. Oh, it's a mosquito. I got him. I'm going to walk back to the middle and walk back to you. I came back. All right, let's calm our bodies down and pick another bug. I think I'm going to pick butterfly. Look at all the butterflies. They're landing on the flowers and floating through the air. Can you see how many flowers are there in this picture? Can you count them all? I see 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow ones. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 light pink ones. And then I see 1, 2, 3 that are either dark pink or red. That's a lot of flowers. They're landing on the flowers and floating through the air. Can you flap your arms like butterfly wings and jump like you're landing on a flower? If I was a butterfly, I would have blue wings because blue is my favorite. I'll flap my arms like I'm a butterfly and jump like I'm going to jump to my flower. Can you jump with me? And flap your arms like you're a butterfly. If you were going to be a butterfly, what color would your wings be? What do you think? I think I would maybe be a blue butterfly with some black spots on my wings. I think that would be very pretty. All right, let's see. We already did some of these bugs. Which one should we do next? I'm going to do an ant. She says, these sprouts just came up in our vegetable garden, and it looks like we have some visitors marching through. Have you ever heard the song, The Ants Go Marching? That's because when people look at ants, they look like they're marching in a parade, the way that people sometimes march. Can you march like the ants? I can march like an ant. Can you? When you march, you pick your knees up and you stomp your feet. March, march, march. We could sing the Ants Go Marching song. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, na-na-na-na-na-na-na. They all go marching down. All right, let's see which bug should we do next. I'm gonna pick the worm. She says, I was planting a flower and I found these slimy, wiggly little worms. Can you move your body like a worm? Lie on the floor on your belly and pull yourself forward across the floor using your arms. Ooh, that's a tricky one. Can you move your body across the floor without using your legs? I'm gonna give it a try. I lay on the floor and pull myself with my arms. And pull myself with my arms. Oh, that's tricky. It would be hard to be a worm. Another way that you can be a worm is to do a wiggle or to sit up and do a wiggle and get all the wiggles out of your body. There are lots of ways to wiggle like a worm. I like to wiggle, 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 wiggle. All right, let's see. Since we just did a worm, how about we do a caterpillar? This hungry little caterpillar is munching on a leaf. Have you ever read the book called The Very Hungry Caterpillar? It's about a caterpillar who wakes up and he's so hungry that he eats a leaf and like cheese and sandwiches and candy, and he just eats and eats and eats and eats. And caterpillars are really only supposed to eat leaves, so it gives him a tummy ache. But if I was a caterpillar, I would want to eat maybe some cake. I think cake is my favorite thing. If you were a caterpillar, what would you want to eat? You can think about it. He will grow bigger and bigger until he makes a chrysalis and turns into a butterfly. Can you move like a caterpillar? I will show you how to move like a caterpillar. How does a caterpillar move? They're kind of like a worm, but they have legs, so they can move better than a worm can. A worm just has to wiggle, but a caterpillar can walk on his legs. This is how I walk like a caterpillar. I start with my hands and my feet, and then I walk my feet all the way up to my hands, and then move my hands forward and walk my feet all the way up to my hands, and move my hands forward and walk my feet up. I'm going to start back here and walk all the way up to you. Here I go, I'm walking like a caterpillar. My feet walk up to my hands, and I stand up and scrunch, and my feet walk up to my hands. And I scrunch, and my feet walk up to my hands. Oh, walking like a caterpillar is a tricky one. And then, after a caterpillar is done being a caterpillar, they wrap themselves all up in a cocoon or a chrysalis, and then when they come out, they're a butterfly. And then, again, I would want to be a butterfly with blue wings, and I would fly away. I'll fly back to you now. All right, there's only a couple of bugs we haven't done. Let's see. Let's think about it. Let's remember what we did. We did the caterpillar one. We did the grasshopper. We did the ant. We haven't done a bee yet. We haven't done a roly-poly. We did do a butterfly, and we did do a spider, and we did do a worm. So we just have 2 left to do. Let's go see the bee. Look, we found some bees. They're buzzing from flower to flower to collect nectar and pollen. Can you put some pillows on the floor and jump from flower to flower? Well, that's an exciting one. I have some pillows over here that I will use to make my pretend flowers. So we'll say this is a flower, and this is a flower, and this is a flower, and I have a blanket here too, so I'll use this blanket to be another flower. we'll say this is a flower. And I'm going to jump on the first one. Bzzz, I'm a bee. Bzzz, and I jump to the next one. Bzzz, I'm flapping my wings. Bzzz, do you know that's what bees say? They say bzzz. Bzzz, bzzz. Woo. And then bees jump on the flowers. They go from flower to flower and they drink the nectar out of the flowers. And then when they go back to their hive, they put the nectar back in the hive and it turns it into honey. Isn't that so cool? If I was a bee, I would be able to make honey. And then I could just have as much honey as I wanted. Hello, I came back. Oh, I should move my pillows out of the way for the next one. You know which one I saved for last? Is the roly-poly, because that one is my favorite. Here we go, let's look at it. Let's look at it together. Roly-poly. She says, I was watching the vegetable garden and I found these little roly-poly bugs. They're my favorite because they like to tuck themselves into a ball. Can you make your body into a ball on the floor? This one is my favorite because if you've never seen a roly-poly, they look kind of like a caterpillar or some other crawly bug. But then when something scares them, then they roll up into a ball because on the outside of their body is a shell that keeps them safe. So if they see something scary, then they can roll up tight and then be safe. So this is what they do. They go like this. They're just crawling along, and they see something scary and they go, noop, and they roll into a little ball. And then I can roll into a ball and rock back and forth. And then, oh, the scary thing went away. I guess I'll come back out now. I'm going to come back out and keep crawling. Here I go. Oh, something scary. I roll into a ball and hold on to my legs. Tuck into a ball. Oh, the scary thing went away. I guess I can come out now. I'm going to pretend I'm a roly-poly. Oh, something scared me. I better roll into a ball. Those ones are my favorite because they're so funny. And I would like it if I had a shell on the outside of me that whenever I was scared, I could just roll up and be safe. We found roly-polies, grasshoppers, spiders, ants, caterpillars, bees, worms, and butterflies. This is the button that you push when you come to the end. You did it! You found all the bugs in my garden. Here's a gift for you, a magnifying glass and a net so you can go out and find bugs on your own. Thank you for helping me. She says we did it. We found all of the bugs. And she says we could go outside and look for bugs ourselves. Maybe when it's sunny outside and when you have your mom or dad or the adult who takes care of you can go with you. And when you go outside, you can look for some bugs on the ground and see if you can find any. If you find any that are spiders or grasshoppers or bees or caterpillars or roly-polies or worms or ants, if you find any of those ones, then you would know how to pretend to be one of those animals. You could pretend it with me. If you want to pretend again, you could start the video over and watch it from the beginning. And if you want to pretend it with me sometime when we're on a phone call, then we could pretend it then too. I like playing the bug game with you. My favorite one was the roly-polies, but I also like it when we were butterflies, and I pretended to be a blue butterfly. Which color butterfly would you want to be? And what food would you eat if you were a caterpillar? And what bug was your favorite? Those are some questions that you can think about, and we'll talk about them the next time I get to see you. Okay, bye. Talk to you later.